rather quickly. So, we gotta talk about the Met Gala and Beyonce because it's coming. Did you know that Melania Trump is mad at Jimmy Kimmel? Baby, the the MAGAs, the redheads, they're upset. But we're not here to talk about that because that's a little bit of what we talk about. We gotta talk about this baby that I told y'all was coming because Nicki Minaj was betrayed. I told y'all last year that Kenneth Petty had a baby on the way, and y'all was so mad at me. Mm-hmm. Do y'all remember that? Put a one in the chat if y'all remember that. Cause yeah. So we gotta talk about it. Because Vlad TV is out here confirming not only is the baby born, he's living with the baby mama. Nasty work. Nasty work. Of course, we gotta talk about Michael Jackson breaking box office numbers. And Joseline Hernandez. Hey, what's going on? Hey, Miss J. So, like, comment, subscribe, tap that notification bell so you can get all the updates and alerts. And remember, opinions are not fakes. Everything we say here is allegedly and for entertainment purposes solely. So, sit back, relax, sip you some apple juice or my 50 vegan water. Let's get into the mess. How you can like this video is by hitting those three dots right there. Those three dots right there. Thumbs up, thumbs down, subscribe if you like the vibe, share if you care. How you can engage with this video, hype this video, send a donation, all that. Hit those three dots right there. Yes, 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 yes. And that being said, let's get into the mess. So I knew Michael Jackson was going to break box office reviews because all of these random people who had such negative things to say. Y'all do know people are placed in positions as plants to disrespect certain movies. And I'm glad y'all didn't feed into it. When I saw the critics review and they gave the movie a 2, I was confused. Right? I was confused because I was like, after watching it, you know there's a part 2. Um they tried to make it about everything but what the movie was about. The movie is about Michael Jackson. People are acting like they are so concerned about Diana Ross. Diana Ross had a pivotal role in his career, but the movie is about Michael Jackson. Janet Jackson is his sister, but the movie is about Michael Jackson. His brothers, everybody is pivotal to him, right? But they're not Michael Jackson. We don't care about any of that other stuff because we saw the American Dream. We seen it, been there, done that, right? So why would we want to see the American Dream 2.0? We wanted to see this. And I think a lot of people just wanted to diminish the movie because they want to somehow diminish his legacy, but it can never be diminished. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. It is what it is. It is what it is. The people have spoken. Okay. So y'all can go back to the drawing board and choose another black person y'all don't like to disrespect and degrade. Cause that one, he is gone. Dead and gone. Dead and gone. He was cleared by the FBI, and this is the FBI when it was still J. Edgar Hoover's program, not this stunts and spectacle we got going on here. Absolutely not. We're not buying it. We're not subscribing. Okay. I can't wait for them to do a Prince movie, baby, because that would be chef's kiss. So I was here for it. I'm glad it's breaking box office. I'm glad y'all are seeing, despite what people are saying, y'all are going to see the movie because so many good movies are dog walked and propagandized and all these other things, and they're really good movies. Very exceptional movies, and I'm starting to pay attention when it comes to our directors, right? Antoine Fuqua is very pivotal in the Hollywood sphere, top tier producer, director, but he's catching these mediocre talking points from Entertainment Today, Variety, and things of that nature. So it's starting to become a pattern. If the director is black, let's trash the movie. Because y'all did the same thing with Sinners. And we're starting to see like, yeah, we're not buying that. Because you didn't do it to Jordan Peele. And And despite how I feel about Jordan Peele, him producing him was, it was weird. I like the messaging, but it was weird. It was weird. Hey, AT2, what's going on? So I'm starting to see if the wife ain't white, y'all trash the movie. Is that what we doing now? Is that what we doing now? Because I'm not, I don't like that. I don't like that. Can we get the likes up? I love Michael Jackson, but we have already seen it. The Jackson 5 movie. Yeah, but that was a TV show. That was not on the scale that it needs to be. And we have to remember, not everybody got to see the American Dream movie. It was publicized a little bit, but people didn't get to see it because of all the cases. Now the world gets to see the Michael Jackson movie. That's why they made it. As me being as much of a fan, I was not disappointed. I loved it. I loved it. Okay. And I can't wait for part two. I can't wait. Hello, 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 hello. Let's move right along. Jimmy Kimmel did a monologue about the administration. You already know. And Melania is losing her mind because he made a joke about her. And let me just tell you this. I don't feel sorry for Melania because y'all didn't feel sorry for Michelle Obama. You literally have people who are writing think pieces about Jimmy Kimmel, who literally just called Michelle Obama, who is still trending, by the way, a man as of yesterday. As of yesterday, because she came out in her floral print for spring. As of yesterday. So why would I care? Why would I care? Listen, she's over there with that man who has positioned himself amongst other men who are degenerate, who are deplorable, who are inhumane, who don't even have an ounce of empathy, let alone humanity. So you get what you give. And she knows what time it is. She knew who she married. She knew how she married this man. She knew how she got there. There's so many ties. And, you're married to a man who wants to pardon Ghislaine Maxwell, who wants to pardon her, who's actively working with the trash Democrats to pardon her because they're predators. That's your husband's legacy. Your husband's legacy will be destructive. Okay? We're not buying the stunts. Nobody is buying Mr. Teacher popping up at the White House. Nobody is buying that White House correspondent stunt. There was people who were sitting there eating their food. Now we know if they hear a little bang bang, the real bang bang, people are getting on the ground. People are screaming. You have married men using their pregnant wives as shields, and you're upset with this monologue, girl. Go to hell. Now you're asking that they fire him. You're asking that they fire him? You need to be worried about why your homegirl did that interview about you. So nasty, so rude. But moving right along, make sure y'all go out and vote, especially if you're in Louisiana, especially after what is taking place. Okay, Corpus Christi, as stupid as y'all are down there, y'all need to be voting. Yup. Moving right along. Let's get into Beyonce and this Met Gala. Beyonce came out with the purple look. The Met Gala is called Costumes, Fine Arts, and Costumes, something like that. Y'all need to be stepping your puss up because if you can do this with this beautiful dress gown, it's giving very Prince. It's giving very Purple Rain. Yeah, I see the big hair. It's giving very 80s, which leads me to believe the Met Gala is about to be everything. The girls are going to eat. The girls are going to eat because creativity is at a peak. Art is at a peak. We are at a peak in ingenuity, innovation, where those who can will and those who don't will suffer. We're at the crossroads. I'm ready for it. I'm ready to see Beyonce. I'm ready to see the girls. I'm ready to see what they bring Fashion is art. I think that's what it's called, but it's based off of costumes. So I can't wait to see the costumes the girls get into. We might do a movie on that. A little something, something. I don't know. Tiana Taylor and Zendaya can't wait to pop out. They better impress. I don't want the girls to look like they're emaciated. Make sure you get your vitamins now. Drink your vitamins. I don't want to see anybody who looks like they're flushed in the face. Y'all had months to get ready. Months. Y'all had months to get ready. If someone can't stitch you a last minute outfit, are they really a designer? We saw Project Runway. Figure it out. Y'all better be sipping your bone broths, okay? Doing your colonics, doing your hydrofacials. You should not be getting any nips and tucks right now because now is not the time. You will show up at the carpet looking like somebody. You should already have the tape. You should already have the invisible underwear. The hair needs to be laid. You need to start early. I want to see color. Okay? I want to see color. I want to see color. Okay? And stop telling Anna Wintour what y'all designs are. Okay? She's sabotaging y'all. We don't want to see dried up prune face. We want fresh and fit. I don't even need fresh and fit. I want you to look like you just came back from Sandro Pay sipping lemonade. I want to be like, dang, she came back from St. Bart's, ate this look up. Yes. That's what I want to see. And to the girlies who got a rock song on the way, you better drop it because Tina Turner's birthday is coming. She might drop after the Met Gala. Who knows? Who knows? Anyways, let's get into Joseline Hernandez because we got to save Nicki Minaj last. Joseline Hernandez has told us that Lemon Pepper Supper from Zeus Network is threatening her. And he's not threatening her, i.e., himself, because she said he's weak. She said he's using Mossad agents. That's her words, not mine. She also describes how the girls have been getting their ass whooped. I believe Joseline because what does she have to lie to us for? We seen Janessa have to apologize to Scotty. So clearly she's used to getting knocked between the washer and dryer. Okay? Because why would I be apologizing to somebody I don't like? Make it make sense. Did you see Scotty got exposed by Anna Mac? Because Anna Mac was the one who said she got her ass whipped and the dog. A man with a face only a mother could love could never. Okay? I believe Joseline. I believe it because Joseline has told us about, even though she's a little violent herself, she has told us about these violent men. She's always been honest with his little demonic ass. I can't stand him. And I'm so proud. I've never watched Zeus. I've never participated. He's talking about breach of contract, but yet he's doing work with people she's saying she did a breach of contract with. Like, it's not making sense. Let me be thinking he own people. He don't own nobody. And I told y'all be out here making it seem like Janessa is some type of innocent, delicate flower. That hoe is corrupt too. She corrupt too. I seen Jocelyn and her husband bullying them girls. Yes. And they probably was. And you know what? She probably wanted to do a different thing. And he probably said no. She just said she's only been clean of the coca for what, 3 years now? So why are we acting shocked? Why are we acting shocked? You know they don't like it when you get sober. I told y'all that. Hey, Say Hudson. Hey, boo. Never subscribe to that mess. I don't watch it. You know, I watch Great T News. Great TV be covering it brick by brick. And I be over there putting the helicopters in the chat and liking. I support him. I support him. I like Grape Tea. He covers it all. I love it. But I'm not a fan of the Zeus people because the Zeus people are the ones who brought us Blueface and the Blueface girls or something like that. Child, I don't want to see that. I think he's disgusting. Jocelyn wants a change, and motherhood is looking beautiful on the Puerto Rican princess. Yeah, now we got to give it to Jocelyn. Jocelyn has always been a mother because Bonnie Bella be wearing her little cute ruffle socks and her little princess dresses. Oh, listen, she over there surrounded by love, and this little baby, I think she's having a girl. This little baby is going to be precious too. Like, she did it right. She did it right. I like Jocelyn. I be over there watching her reels. I just like to. Y'all can ask Mama Bay. I've always liked the Puerto Rican princess, even when she was problematic. I love a good Scorpio. I love a good Scorpio. That's probably why I love Jovi. Jovi can do no wrong. You hoes is the problem. Anyways, let's get on to Nicki Minaj because y'all gotta give me my tens. I told y'all a few months ago that the spiritual girlies was doing a reading. And, the spiritual girlies was saying, like, it's looking like this and that. And I was just like, you know what? Let me go tell Bay Squad because something in my spirit sent this video. It was very weird. It was very strange. But I always listen to myself, okay? Them small heads really trying to destroy the black community with Zeus and Sexy Red. They don't have to do more than that. We're stronger than that. Like, if we making them suffer because they trying to steal homes through deed theft, they not gonna make it. They not gonna make it. Okay, and they trying to allow them to do deed theft. So if your house is paid for, you need to pay attention to the fine print in your home loan. You need to be making sure you take care of you. I get tired of seeing black people run to the internet. I really do. I always share it, but we have to be smart. How can somebody move into your house and your neighbors are not telling you? People are plotting on your home. That's why I say get your home unlisted. There's things you could do. I shouldn't have to tell you what to do. You have a home. You need to do what you need to do to protect your home, to protect the land. You need to stop leaving your mailbox filled with mail. Y'all be allowing this stuff. Unsubscribe from some of that bullshit. You can tell them. Take me off the mailing list. Y'all be letting people sell y'all information and you do nothing about it. Fight back. Fight back. And I keep telling y'all, if they're stealing and cheating, why aren't you? Okay? Why aren't you? Why aren't you? There's no way somebody could rob the others in my family and we don't pull up. You think somebody could just steal a home and they make it out alive? Quick story. My sister Bay, found out Papa Bay was sick. Nobody knew what hospital he was in. My sister was in a whole nother state. Do you know my sister found out the hospital, the floor in the room? With no evidence. Do you understand? My sister found out the hospital, the floor my dad was on, and the room. And then told them people they will let her in. And she got my grandfather to confirm she found the right information. Baby, y'all don't know who y'all playing with. Sometimes y'all need to go ask the wild cousin to help you out. Y'all need to build y'all a community. And I'm going to leave it at that. It says, I'm doing well, thank you. Okay. People need to be patient and stop trying to sell their home immediately to these corporations. Wait for another family. Exactly. Some of them aren't even selling the home. Some of them are getting tricked out of the home. Like, if you know your grandma don't know how to use electronics, why do y'all have her with an electronic phone? Give her a flip phone. Why do I have to tell y'all that? Give her a flip phone, a Boost Mobile. If she don't know how to work the internet and all that, why are y'all buying y'all grannies and them iPads and shit like that? They don't know how to work that. You need to keep them on a strict regimen. If you ain't going to show up, make sure somebody who cares about them shows up and, break them off a little bread so they can do it. Y'all be killing me. I be like, what? 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 Get them something that you just pay as you go and put a lot of money on it. something so their emails come to your emails. There's a way to do that. I don't want to tell y'all here because they're scammers. But you should be all up in your parents' business. My grandpa can't do nothing. And I'm not asking why. My dad be asking why. My dad be like, why y'all trying to buy him a car? I be like, no. Y'all just been letting the elders just do whatever they want to do. Ooh, where the money reside? Where the money reside? Where the money reside? Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? Run the check up. Run the check up. And run the check up. Thank you, 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 Law. Thank you so much, y'all. And thank y'all for boosting up my Instagram. Thank y'all. I agree. Hey, Denitra. Denitra beat cancer, y'all. Because it's always cancer over here. Okay? Exactly. Stand your ground in Texas. Not a jitterbug. It's real bad down here in Miami with the corpse buying up the family homes. Y'all gotta fight them. Y'all better go, listen, y'all better go get y'all some deep spiritualists or something. Y'all better go get you the praying women in your family or go get you a witch. I don't know what to tell you. You better do something. Send the teenagers to their house after school for some for some chores and electronic help. Yup, right? I got my mama doctor's appointments coming to my emails. Okay, you got to do the work. You got to do the work because the old heads don't know. Okay. Yes, you did. Shout out to one of the bays. Anytime one of the bays beats something very like traumatic like that, we gotta go up for it. We gotta go up for it. Okay. So let's get into Nicki Minaj. I told y'all last year that Nicki Minaj was with this man who was cheating on her, actively cheating on her. And it wasn't just because Cardi B said it. I told y'all she was over there unhappy with that man, hence why she was taking it out on everybody. We see that. Now, Vlad TV, because he's messy, I will never share what he got going on. But Vlad TV put out the house. He put out the information. He put out, he was kicked out. He been in New York with his side piece. With his side piece. When Nicki was talking about people was stealing her card, she was talking about her husband. She was talking about her husband because how come Amex didn't find the culprit? Because the culprit was her husband. Because let me tell you something, Amex runs a tight ship. Okay? Not only was he out here creeping, he created a baby. He created a baby. Baby. And see, when y'all be out here talking that whoop-de-whoop about Megan, you see how karma be slapping holes in the face? She was over here basking in it along with the Barbs, and then her tea came out. Then her tea came out. And I'm not here to be like, Nicki Minaj, I told you so. You so in love with this dingy, dusty, disgusting man, you lost every deal you had. On top. On top. Could not be touched. And now you have to stay in your delusion of being a ultra Christian woman standing with the wrong side. I don't know. And that's fine because she's allowed to do what she want to do because y'all are like, her politics, da da da. It's amazing how y'all be having that's her politics, but when it's her puna, y'all don't have the same. Never mind. Okay. So she's over there with a cheating man. He made a baby and she's still stuck to him. You know why? Because she got to pay him to leave. She has no prenup. She's still fighting a case with her money, not his. He don't make no money. This was a blind gossip item last month about the baby. Oh no, St. Hudson, I talked about that baby last year. I said the reason Nicki's acting like that because a baby is coming. Didn't I say that? Didn't I say? Y'all go watch it because the girls was giving me a hard time. And I said, I believe it. I was looking at things. He told Redbone he was using Nicki and he would give her money. Did he lie? Did he lie? Hey, Vivian. Nicki said she didn't care. Her man is a chest the molest. Oh, I'll say it for you, sis. We told her so. No, we told her so. In the membership, I put it in the membership. Oh, I thought I said it publicly. I thought I said public. I could have sworn I said it publicly. I did because I was getting beat up. I was getting beat up. I was getting beat up about that. Yeah, that's why I don't really, when people ask me my true thoughts, I don't really say it like that because the girls be trying to fight me and then the tea be coming out. They ain't really married, especially not in the States. You know, she would have put the license on display. No, I think she's really married in America. I think she's really married in America. That's why she was hiring his people because she knew she messed up. hmm They said she about to do him like Erica did her husband. Erica Jane. Hey Janelle. He back in the house. Oh, marriage licenses are public, but you can get them taken off the internet. She is married for real though. I did see something about that. I did see something about the marriage certificate. They are for real marriage, y'all. That is not for fake. That is for real. She really married that man. That's how I knew. I was like, okay, well, maybe he didn't do it. But then all this other stuff started to happen. I was like, she has to pay all this money to all these people. She lost her entire team because that man. You see how a no good man can destroy you? He's up in life. You can private the license in LA. You sure can. You sure can. Cool. Yeah, her taxes say married. Oh, okay. See, Vivian remembers. We covered it because that's how we found out she was in debt. I didn't pull her financial reports. I have never been that messy, but we covered it. And then people got mad at me because they were like, why would you do that? I said, it's public information. It's public information. Hey, Magic T3. Their marriage license is Trinidadian. It doesn't hold the same weight completely here in the States. That's why she doesn't pay child support. She doesn't pay child support because she's not American. That's why she's not trying to get her citizenship. Did I say that out loud? They married though. She got it. Listen, that's what money can do. The money can hide your. They are married for real, child. That's the queen. All right, baby. She need. Mm. mm. When you lie down with dogs, you get up with fleas. My mama would say. Yikes. Not true about foreign marriages. Yes, you did. Um, It doesn't matter if they got married. They did get married in Trinidad. That's why she had him out there like that. But baby, she got married in America. And when she found out that he was in the errors, she got that thing wiped. That's why she was so mad at Cardi. Because Cardi was clocking her tea. They got married here. It was in Jennifer's lawsuit paperwork. That's why she has to pay his lawsuits. Girl, Vivian really waking it up. Listen, she taking me back to when I got dragged. Y'all remember when I put a one in the chat if y'all was here when I talked about that. Put a one in the chat if y'all was here when I talked about that. Put a two in the chat when y'all wasn't. Put a one in the chat if y'all was here when I talked about that. Put a two in the chat if I wasn't. Baby, if this ain't a sign to leave that man alone, I told Nicki Minaj, cut him a check, pay him $1 million, go about your day. Go about your day because I feel like her baby will be healed when she leaves him. I truly feel like that. Something in my spirit say like everything is going to like rejuvenate when she leaves that man. Cause she was supposed to drop an album. She's out of sync. I told y'all she's out of sync. She is out of sync. And if she drops this year, she's definitely out of sync. She is definitely out of sync. She should have dropped the album. She should have dropped the album. And they had you out here fighting. Baby, I was getting jumped. Y'all see the ones in the chat? I was getting jumped. It's all up there. Everything is up there. Mad at Jay-Z because Ruben didn't save her man like Meek Mills. Oh, listen, and the situation with Meek is she would still be with Meek Mills, but Meek Mills broke up with her. See, that's and I had to go back and I had to look at everything. And I'm not saying I want her with Meek Mill, but Meek Mill broke up with her because he said something is mentally wrong with her. I did not believe him because I think he's a crash out too. But then I started to see stuff. Sometimes you have to go back and see. That's why I apologize to her for not holding her accountable so that she can be great in her artistry. And I also apologize to Cardi B because I said you were actually telling the truth. We didn't see it. I hate being wrong. But I was honest. I told y'all it don't bother me. I'ma just say, play as fuck up. Hey, Shonda. Wait, she left Kenny. No, she kicked Kenny out because Kenny had a baby. I told y'all back when she was doing all that stuff with Trump and all that, and she was trying to save face because she heard what people were saying. But you could tell, you could just tell by the body language and stuff like that. But that's her man. She like it. I love it. Excuse me. I'm surprised the grandma's still in the house. Why are you surprised? When the man ain't trash, when the man is trash, the granny still be alive. The granny still be alive when the man is trash. Yeah, it was supposed to come out. If she don't drop it before the summer, she's out of season. She's out of season. Hold on, Nick actually kicked Kenny out. I'm really late. Yeah, because he has that baby. Listen, that's the one thing Cardi didn't have right. Cardi said he be spending the money. She didn't know he be spending the money because he has a baby mama out there. The girl. Vlad TV just posted all the tea, right? Posted everything. And I said, oh my God, everything I said last year is coming into fruition. It's like, it's as if I planted the seeds, but I really didn't. I was ahead of my time. I was clocking it too early. Sometimes you be too early with something. You're like, look at me. I was seeing it. Everyone losing men. Thank God. But she have to do the work though. You ain't lying. You ain't lying. She got to do the work. If she was smart, she will talk about all this in the music because the girl talented and can rap. And I would listen to it. I would listen to that. If you're gonna be honest, I'll listen to it. Like even when I don't like you, I do listen to you. I don't have to download you to my stuff, but I can still listen. It won't drop the album. I knew Nicki wanted another baby, but just not a jump off baby. That's baby number 9 or 10. He got 10 kids? 10 children? 10 kids? Y'all know the women from the islands, they don't be caring about them other kids. They only care about theirs, so. But 10? Listen, I definitely understand. I don't support any MAGA. Listen, it's my job to give an honest review about movies, music, the arts, all of that. I don't have to listen from my phone. I can listen at the job. I'm not sure why Nicki always pretended her son the only child. Because she's embarrassed. When you have to lie, I'm going to end it on this note. When you have to lie about what you allow these men to do to you, it starts to chip away at who you are, right? When you start to allow the image you present as the truth, you start to believe it. And I think that is why Megan cut it off with Clay while it's still in the spring. Pay attention. That's why Cardi cut it off with Stefan when it was still in the winter. It's a cold winter, right? And she healed in the spring. That's why Glorilla's getting embarrassed right now. It all plays a part, right? You really have to do the root work. You have to do down to the bottom of your core fiber of your psyche and your programming to make sure it aligns with the trajectory you're supposed to be on. And I don't think Nikki wants to do that because it's a lot of work. When I first came to Asia, I had to do a lot of work. Do you think I wanted to do this work? No. I had to do the work alone. I had to do the work alone. I had to figure some stuff out. I had to miss out on money. It was a lot. I was not used to that. I was used to just getting my money, getting my checks, helping somebody's content out, getting my money, getting paid, all that, right? And then it was a period of where I felt like I was doing a lot of work and I was not receiving the fruits of my labor because, I could not see the seeds budding. I could not see my progress, right? But then someone hopped in the chat and was like, I'm loving this vibe, da da da. And I said, it clicked. I had did a total 180. My skin was glowing better, waist snatch, ass fat, bank account bigger. And I kept my head down and I was doing the work. And I was just like, it's happening. Y'all are receiving it. I don't have to pretend I like something. I can just tell you, I don't really care about it, but we'll speak about it. And y'all received it well. Like before, do you think I could have said that? I don't know. Maybe. I don't know. So when you do stuff like that, you have to think like, what does that process look like? It's grueling. It's intense. It makes you look at your family different. It makes you not trust. Because if you can't trust yourself, bitch, who you supposed to trust? Okay. She should have stayed with Safari. She would have been a billionaire by now, not selling press ons. I feel like if we're gonna be honest, she should have stayed with Safari musically because he likes the vibe. He's a happy person naturally. And she should have listened to Drake because Drake gave her the advice. She didn't want to listen. Carnival is amongst us, and if Nicki is relevant, we will see from Carnival what's going on. I like Chloe, but she definitely shouldn't have been laughing. None of the rap girls pick good men. Ooh. People want the reward without the work. Not Magic T3. Magic T3 is one of the spiritual girlies. She ain't lying. She ain't lying, honey. You just gotta do the work. It's grueling. It's a grueling process and it sucks. That's the part people don't tell you about. They don't tell you about these sleepless nights. That's why I resonated with Michael Jackson and the things he said because he was like, God would put something in his brain to be creative impulsively, and he would just be like, I'll do it in the morning, and then somebody else would pop up with that idea. So you gave my idea to Prince, and I want to know what song it was that Michael Jackson had in his mind that Prince had in his mind as well. It always sucks. Oh, it does suck, but it's always worth it. Facts. Thank you so much. But y'all, that's what I had to bring y'all. Just to vote. Make sure y'all get y'all. I was supposed to leave y'all with some empowering things at the end. Make sure you get some ground planted in the ground because it does something with the fake energy. It knocks the fake energy out of the ecosystem. So get you some grounding rods so that way your plants can grow, flourish, and bloom because they're putting out. Ever since they knocked out that satellite, Iran, everything has been blooming around here. Everything has been blooming. It's green. It's green. It was a desert. It looked like a desert when we got here because I told y'all we was on a humanitarian mission because they was going through a drought. Now it's green. It's serene. Baby, I thought we was in the desert. I'm just telling y'all. When doves cry. Ooh. Ooh. Oh my God, that happened to me a million times. I'm telling you. Glorilla should have stayed mute on relationships when her twin is gunning for top notch. Ooh. 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 I guess that's why we had EF2 tornadoes in DFW because they playing with the machine or something. I gotta knock it out the sky or something. But anyways, y'all, comment down below. I gotta go.